Hi, this is Russ, the nutrition lady. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, stay around, learn a few things. Today's topic is part 2 of the Quarantine 15. We're going to discuss setbacks. What is a setback? It is the plan that took a U-turn. You set out a good plan, you were meal planning, you were journaling, you were checking in with your hunger, and then life happened and you can't remember the last time you had a fruit or vegetable and can't remember the last time you went and worked out. That's completely fine. The goal is not to let a setback become a complete relapse. It's just a little hiccup. So today I'm going to give you a few tips on how to check yourself in regards to your mindset and to build your tribe. And we're going to cover a few things in between. So the first thing, check your mindset. Are you the one to have an all or none mindset? Does it have to be perfect? No. Just know that with nutrition is 75% diet, 25% movement. So you have a few buffers already built in. So if you're eating 3 meals a day, 7 days a week, that's 21 meals. 75% of that, you got 6 meals for a buffer where you can have a few slip ups and still stay on track. So pull yourself back. Don't put that much pressure on yourself thinking you have to be perfect. Also, just know that change, with any change, with life change, lifestyle change, anything, job change, things are not going to be linear. It's going to be cyclical. There's going to be some ebbs and flows, and we should celebrate that. Every time you go through a little hiccup, you're going to come back with some new tools, new knowledge, new wisdom that you can take with you. So the next time you hit a roadblock, it won't be that long and it won't be that deep. The second deal, avoiding food triggers. We create a food environment wherever we are. We have a food environment at our desk if you want to keep snacks in your drawer. We have food laying around the house because we just may naturally just graze on things, may leave things around. Even how we set up our refrigerator is our food environment. So check yourself. If you have snacks or just empty calorie items just laying around and accessible to where you can quickly grab them in times where you're mindless, go ahead and put them out of sight, out of mind. Not saying to throw them away because you may have other people in the household, but if you know you're 1 week to grab things whenever you are emotional or stressed out, put them out of sight, out of mind there. Also, preparing for high risk situations, and this could be the times where you are going into food environments that you are uncertain of what's going to happen or what's planned, or even just driving to and from home. If you're one to skip meals or go long periods of time without eating, and then you drive down Restaurant Row and you're known to drive into Dairy Queen or Chick-fil-A a few times during the week because you're just hungry, you may want to say, you know what, I may need to keep some snacks in the car, or maybe try to eat before I get onto my commute home, or even just driving down the center lane instead of the turning lane so you're not quick to pull into the restaurants. If you know you're one to just buy things because you're like, it sounds good and your debit card is right there, you can just easily swipe, maybe put those debit cards and credit cards in a place where you can't easily access them. And then with the social triggers, high risk social triggers, I always tell people, do not go into a party or any type of social event hungry. Hungry makes unwise food decisions. So eat a little bit, even drink a smoothie, have a quick little snack, so that way whenever you do get to your social situation, you're more mindful of where you want to spend your calories. Let's make a 72-hour plan to get back on track. So the 72-hour plan is a plan to get you back on the bandwagon, but you're going to be more strategic this time. You're going to take 1 day to evaluate your missteps. What made you go astray? Was it time management? Was it just having to overcommitting yourself? What happened? Day 2 is where you physically write out a plan and you create some barrier busters. So what that may look like, say, hey, I didn't eat well the past week because I didn't have enough time. Okay, barrier is the time. What's the solution? Okay, maybe I need to delegate out grocery shopping. Maybe I need to do Amazon Fresh or Instacart, or maybe even just, you know what, I don't really have time to prep in the kitchen because I have so many things to do. Maybe rely on some pre-made meals, buying a rotisserie chicken, buying some pre-made sides, and making some transitional meals until you have time to get back into the kitchen. Day 3 is where we actually put the plan into action. We ease back into that plan. And I say ease back because trying to jump back into it, there may be a lot of moving parts in your life. So maybe just starting with one meal. It's like, you know what? Dinner is where I get off track. That's where I eat way too much or maybe eat late. And maybe simply setting a timer. Say, okay, I'm gonna start eating before 7, set a time around 5:30, start preparing for dinner, sitting down, and having a mindful, healthful meal, and just start doing that a few days out of the week until it becomes a habit, and then add something else there. I'm always one to say master one thing before you add another. Just having that initial success of completing and championing through something just gives you the energy and the motivation to do something else. And the last thing, building your tribe. Doing this alone could be difficult, especially if you one that may not have done this in a while in terms of focusing on your health, or you may have a lot of naysayers or no one supporting you. You may need to recruit someone just to keep you on track with things. So what that looks like, the ideal tribe is a person or a group of people who have similar interests. Whether they're focusing on their health, they may have been successful losing weight and they can share some wisdom with you, or someone who you know is just reliable. If you say you want to walk at the trail, go to the gym, they're there waiting for you. They're not going to back out on you, and it makes it less appealing for you to cancel out on them. You're going to show up. Also, just know that you have a health coach staring right at you. I've been health coaching for over a decade, and I've helped hundreds of people lose weight, control their diabetes, overhaul their lifestyle. And so if you need more structured or specific help, just reach out to me at myrdwellness.com or direct message me here. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye.